Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Anuja and today I will explain how to create a data extension in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Data extension is essential for storing and managing your customer data effectively. So in this video, I will walk you through the step-by-step process, and this tutorial will help you utilize the power of data extension for better segmentation and targeting in your marketing campaign. So let's dive in. So for creating the data extension, first of all, click on the email studio, click on email. You can also create the data extension from the contact builder, but today I'm going to create this from the email studio. And now here subscriber tab, you can see a lot of options and just click on the data extension. And now here you can create your folder for the data extension. So if you have organized your data extension into folder for better management, you can select the appropriate folder to place your new data extension. So I have already created one folder, and in this folder I'm going to create my data extension. Now click on the create tab in the top right corner, and now here you will see the three options. So first is standard data extension, filter data extension, and random data extension. So standard data extension are used for building a custom set of fields. This can be used for various purposes such as storing subscriber data, tracking interactions, and managing campaign data. They offer standard features like defining fields, setting primary keys, and configuring extension properties. And filter data extensions are used to create a subset from an existing data extension. Filter data extensions are linked to a source data extension and automatically include or exclude records based on the defined filter criteria. So this type of data extension is used for targeting a specific subset of your audience or segmenting data based on the certain attribute or behaviors. And next is the random data extension. So a random data extension splits up subscribers from a selected standard data extension and place the subscriber into the new extension in Marketing Cloud Email Studio. So this type of data extension is useful for scenario where you want to perform a random sampling or testing on a subset of your data. So for example, you might use a random data extension to select a random sample of customers for survey or to test the effectiveness of different marketing messages on a small segment of your audience. So I'm going to select the standard data extension and then click OK. And here in the creation method, you can choose whether you want to create a data extension from the new, create from an existing, or create from the template. So I'm creating the new data extension, so I will choose the create from new. And for the name, give a name to your data extension. From the name, I will give it my first data extension. And external key is the uniquely identifies the data extension using an API call. So right now I'm not giving any external key. And for the description, you can describe your data extension. It is best practice to give a description for your data extension, and type is standard. And in the location, this is the location folder what I have chosen. You can also change the location of your data extension by clicking this, and here you can also change this. And next you can see the two options, is sendable and is testable. So is sendable is the checkbox which determines whether the data extension is available to use a part of sends. By enabling is sendable, you indicate that the data extension contains subscriber data that can receive email communication. So I am going to check this checkbox. And now is testable. So this setting determines whether the data extension can be used for testing purpose, such as sending test emails or performing test interactions within the journey builder. So enabling is testable allows you to create the data extension for sending test email to verify the content, layout, and functionality before sending to the actual audience. So I will take this one also and click next. So here are the retention settings. These settings define how long data records remain in the data extension before they are automatically deleted from the system. So the default retention period for data extension in Salesforce Marketing Cloud is 6 months. but you can select a period ranging from 1 day to forever. The system automatically deletes the data or older than the specific date. For example, if a record has a 180 days retention period, so it will be removed after 180 days even if the record is updated. So here are three options available. First is individual record, all records and data extension, and all records. So for the individual record, so when this option is selected, each individual record's retention period starts from the time it is added to the data extension. For example, if the retention period is set to 90 days and a record is added to data extension today, so it will be deleted automatically after 90 days from today's date. If I select records and data extension, so the retention period applies to both the data extension and to all the individual record stored inside. So when this option is selected, the retention periods of the data extension starts from the time it is created or last modified, and it applies all the records within data extension. And next is all records. So all records option in the retention setting deletes all the records inside a data extension but keep the data extension itself. When all records is selected, it means that each record in the data extension will have its own retention period independent for the other records. So I am selecting individual records and the period is let's say 6 days. So I will keep this off. It was only for the demonstration, and click next. So here in this section there are some details which I will have to fill. So for the name, I am going to type the customer ID, and in data type there are text, number, date and location, etc. So text can be used here for the text and also for the number, and number is for number, date is for date, boolean is for true and false, and email address is for email address, phone is for phone number and also text, decimal and local. So for cust ID, I will choose text. Length would be 50. It is the default length. So in the second column, I will type first name. Data type is text. Next is last name. Data type is text. And length would be 100 for both first name and last name. And next is email. For email, data type would be email address and its length is by default 254. Next is country. Data type would be text. And next is email opted. And data type would be boolean. And next is date created. Data type would be date. So here there is an option primary key and nullable and default value. So for primary key, the primary key uniquely identifies each record stored in the data extension. It ensures that each record in the data extension is unique based on the value of the primary key field. So I will make the primary key to the customer ID. And nullable means if you want to leave the field as a blank, so you can tick the nullable option. It means this field won't be required field. And in the send relationship, so I will select the customer ID as the subscriber key and click on the create button. And that's it. We have created our data extension. So by following these steps and understanding the various options available, you can create a data extension like this. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for more tutorial and tips and enhance your Salesforce marketing skills. Thanks for watching.